Alaska is all about the things that people think of when they think of that word. We're all about amazing wildlife, fantastic mountains, wonderful natural parks, glaciers, just kind of all of the fantastic frontier adventures that people first think of when they think of Alaska. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Aces 2006 Kelly Cup titleist.
I think that's one of the things that surprises people the most. They know what they're getting from a natural perspective, but they're surprised by the hotels and the restaurants that they find, the cultures that they run into. A lot of people aren't really familiar with Alaska Native cultures until they come here. And then they're just blown away by what they find and the diversity of different languages, different traditions, different lifestyles in Alaska. A lot of people don't realize that if you look at our largest city, there are 94 different languages being spoken by the population. So for a city as small as we are, we're actually a very, very diverse city. There's a lot going on.
Like what?
Well, everything from, take just a few weeks from now, we'll be at the longest day of the year. We'll have 22 hours of daylight. We have an event called the Solstice Festival and Hero Games. So this is an event that incorporates all different members of the community. For a whole day, they basically just shut down downtown and turn it into a big party. Everything from concerts and games to face painting, flowers, running races, athletic events. It really encapsulates everything that our city has to offer. I mean, if you look at some of our big winter events, you have things like the Iditarod sled dog race, which you can actually follow the race all the way to Nome, about 900 miles away, if you want to spend a little bit more time and learn about Alaska in the winter as well.
You can go to Alaska by plane or by cruise or by boat?
Absolutely. There are 3 major ways to get to Alaska. You can obviously drive the Alaska-Canadian Highway coming up from Seattle through Canada. You can fly. We have excellent connectivity through the West Coast, Seattle, Los Angeles, but also Chicago, Minneapolis, St. Paul. In the summertime, Newark is also an option. Also some really great European routes. Obviously, a lot of people come up via cruise ship out of either Vancouver, BC or Seattle, Washington. A lot of people aren't familiar with the Alaska Marine Highway system, but it's another alternative. Takes off in Bellingham, Washington, just north of Seattle, travels all the way to Whittier, which is just south of Anchorage. So you kind of see that same inside passage that people think of, and that's a little bit different than a cruise ship, I suppose.
Can you tell me some numbers about 2012?
2012, as far as visitation goes? You're looking at, on an average, Alaska gets just under 2 million visitors every year. So for a state our size, it's still a very, very small population. And I think to some extent that works to our advantage, because when people come, they want to see these views. They don't want to be shoulder to shoulder with someone else. And it's very easy in Alaska to find a special place that you have that you can call all your own. I can't tell you the number of times I've sent someone fishing where they said, I was the only person on that river that morning, and all I heard was the reel cast and the loons flying overhead and the water rushing beneath me.
So it's a luxurious destination.
It is really. I think in Alaska, luxury sometimes means exclusivity. It means being remote. It's part of our appeal, the fact that you can get away from it all like that.
And if I ask you for a message for people to go there?
It's absolutely amazing, and it's closer than you think.